I'm David Rowan. I'm editor of Wired magazine in the UK. I also write a tech column for GQ magazine and also a travel tech column in Condé Nast Traveller. And I'm here in Barcelona looking at how the digital world needs to connect with the analog world for fun, benefit and better consumer experiences. And this is everything from augmented reality that can enhance your journey. It's new types of 3D printing that can produce physical products that we've all conceived online on software. But it's also about how that human interaction, people to people, community bonding, matters even more in a world where we're online, which is why events like this are great, because you have human beings discovering joy, networking, creating new things.
So my brief was to look into the future, to tell you the trends that are going to change behaviour. It's a bit of a challenge looking into the future, but luckily I collect examples of this. I collect predictions made dozens of years ago about how we will live now, and you can learn an awful lot from them. This is one from an American corporate video from 1967.
One of the many homemakers' conveniences. This video console will be channeled into the store of her choice. There, a camera will scan a display of wares, which she will select by push button. Another part of this console is a household monitor screen, which maintains a watch on critical areas in the house, swimming pool, or yard. What the wife selects on her console will be paid for by the husband at his counterpart console. All bills and transactions will be carried out electronically. A central bank computer will debit the family's account the amount of purchases and credit the department store, for example, informing the family's home computer at the same time. Father, at the touch of a button, receives an instantaneous printed copy of his budget, the amount of taxes he owes, the payments left on the car, and so forth. All documents and household records are available on the video screen for immediate reference. Also at his disposal is an electronic correspondence machine, or home post office, which allows for instant written communication between individuals anywhere in the world. To maintain these and hundreds of complex electronic circuits, a monitor checks all circuits every few seconds, inserts a backup circuit if and when trouble develops, and alerts the communal service agency for replacement.
If you ever heard people talking about the cloud, that's what the cloud looks like. So, 44 years old, that film, but they got it completely right. It's the smartphone. So it looks different, it's a bit bigger, but it's the human functions it delivers that predicted what we would adapt, what we would want to use. We want to communicate, we want to monitor our friends and our family, we want to do a bit of shopping. So my big thesis is, don't worry about technology. Don't worry about the hardware. It's human needs. It's us as people. And I think it's a pretty good predictor of where things are going. And I'm going to teach you a word which you're going to hear a lot more. Solo-mo, coined by this man, a venture capitalist, John Durr, Kleiner Perkins. Solo-mo is a combination of social, local, and mobile services. And if you can come up with a business that has all three elements, you're going to get lots and lots of investment money, because this suggests you are going to tap into consumers' spending wherever they are. I'll explain a bit about what that means. It's these offers, often recommended through your friends, often delivered on your mobile device. Groupon has done a fantastic service for improving British dental health. We're all whitening our teeth now every 3 days. It's the check-in services where you get a free offer. This is American Express partnering with Foursquare. You are here now. Could you spend something here? You will get a benefit. And there's a whole bunch of shopping apps. This is Shopkick. It's just the beginning. The social graph, your connections through your social networks, is going to change what you watch, what you read, where you go on vacation. It's going to change how you spend. And Facebook is betting big on it. I was talking to Dan Rose of Facebook, one of the senior execs, and they talk about social design. Every business, they say, eventually is going to have to design itself around the social graph, because advertising has nothing on recommendations from your friend.
I've been wanting to plan a trip to Beach Town since my friend Katie went and won't shut up about how great it is. But here's what happens when I research Beach Town on the travel sites. Hundreds of hotel links and reviews, and I still know basically nothing about Beach Town because I don't know who to listen to. So here's what I do instead. I go to Trippy and I start a new trip. I say where I'm going and what I'm looking for, and Trippy ties into my Facebook and other places to find my friends who can help. Oh look, Donnie went to school in Beach Town, and Mikey just checked in there last week. And of course, I know how much Katie loves Beach Town. Hey, all right.
Sweetie, what was the name of that beautiful resort we stayed at?
Seashells.
Seashells.
Donnie says I should stay at Seashells, and some of my other friends seem to agree. So I click Add to Trip, and I can book it right from Trippy. Ooh, luxurious. I can't wait to stay there. Oh, and I know how you love shrimp tacos. You have to go to Sandy's. Yes, please. Oh, that is amazing. When I'm on my trip, I can use the Trippy app to capture it all in my album and share it with the people that made my trip great. Hey, all right. This trip is shaping up to be incredible. And if any of my friends are dreaming of a trip like this, it's real easy to copy it for themselves.
Oh, and you can't leave without taking your picture at Cappy's Bluff. It's sort of a tradition.
Okay, I'll do it.
Cappy's Bluff.
I knew I wanted to visit Beach Town. I got my friends to help me plan the trip, and I got to take them along for the ride. And what made it all possible? Trippy. It's the new way to travel.
So this is social and mobile and local. I've just seen about a dozen new socially connected travel service launch in the last few weeks. And it makes sense, because if you have a personal connection, even if it's 2 or 3 levels on, a friend of a friend will recommend something, that means an awful lot. The crowd element of the internet, where everybody was a creator, that's now happening to physical products because of a trend for 3D printing and similar ways that empower us to manufacture real things. I'll give you some examples. This company in London, Within Technologies, Sia Madavi, who runs it, designs on very smart software aircraft engines, Formula One engines, which are printed out tiny layer by layer using titanium, steel. And because he can design them for optimal strength but minimal weight, that has a tremendous value to the aircraft industry or to the racing industry. He's designed medical implants like this. This is titanium back implants, almost hollow, but still strong enough. Yesterday in our office, we had a play with this. This is a copy of a Stradivarius printed on a 3D printing machine using a plastic resin by a German company called EOS in Munich. And it sounds pretty good. I'm not an expert, but the string, that's normal violin string, but the body has been designed, scanned a real Strad, designed on screen, and then printed out layer by layer in these machines. And the price of the machines is getting cheaper, and within a few years we will all have access to them. And sometimes we're doing things in the digital world that don't really make much sense in a human connection way. And I just think sometimes it's worth thinking about how we are interacting with others online that could be slightly awkward in real life. So I don't know if you're obsessed with Facebook like most of the world now, but imagine what you're really doing. How would it be in real life?
Hi guys, can I be your friend? Hi guys, can I be your friend? Can I write on your wall?
No.
Will you be my friend? Hmm? But I write on all my friends' walls.
I think I'd have to know you before I was your friend.
All my friends have got like 180 friends. I've only got 2.
Yeah?
Would it help if maybe like you looked at my photos? That one's with 2 like really pretty girls. Like, you know, that's my ex. You know, I was in a relationship with her, but you know, I've changed my status now. Okay. Yeah. What's your relationship status?
Single.
Oh, good. Cool. I like that.
Do you?
Yeah.
Good.
I like your jacket.
Thank you.
I like your sunglasses. Do you like that?
Yeah.
Do you want to comment on it? I like your Ray-Bans. Could I poke you? Poke? Poke? No?
No.
What, poke? What, you want to poke?
Can I poke you?
Yeah, you can poke me if you want.
Yeah.
I mean, how much? No, dude, seriously, just be my friend. If I just show you these pictures in this photo album. What's your name on Twitter?
Mark de Libo.
So you use Twitter?
Yeah.
I'm going to follow you.
Okay.
Cool. Well, I'm going to follow you.
Right, okay.
Wicked, cool.
Great.
All right, thanks a lot, nice one. Thanks,
Okay.
guys. Yeah. Wicked. Bye, cheers. Wicked.
Okay, so you get the picture. This
All
is
right,
actually
thank
a
you.
trailer for an opera.
Wicked.
The English National Opera just put on an opera in the summer about our online lives. But you get the point. It is slightly weird. Are we still going to be poking people in a couple of years? Would it feel right? So it's not so much about what you make or what service you have. I think it's increasingly about who is your community and how can you interact with them in a way that gives them value. And in my own experience, I started out editing a magazine, and last year the magazine became a digital magazine, became an app, and then we're doing smartphone apps. We're doing a conference, a 2-day conference, and podcasts, and it's not the editorial product, it's the values, the brand values that community wants to share. So forget technology, it's the human way of interacting. And there's a trend for interacting in a much more natural way. It's known as the natural user interface, and we're going to see a lot more of this. So the rules are changing, and as well as an online strategy, I think we all need an offline strategy, which involves those people out there. So from my world, the magazine world, it's tapping the passion of your community. A magazine called Make, which is all about do-it-yourself projects. The community sends in their projects. They don't expect paying. They have Make festivals, Make fairs. There's a magazine called Good, which is all about trying to improve the world. They're now tapping in to the community by creating their own social network. Starbucks, for instance, is using open innovation. It's asking that community, how can we improve? Are there products, are there developments that you know about that we haven't thought about? Open innovation is making a real difference. So everything's changing, and the pace of innovation is only going to accelerate, and you have to be aware and be ready for it, and think outside your comfort zone. Douglas Adams, who wrote The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, said something very wise, that any technology that was invented before your 15th birthday, it's kind of been there forever. It's the order of nature. It's how it should be. Anything invented between your 15th and 35th birthday is quite exciting. It's quite new, and it might benefit your career. But anything invented after that day is against nature and should be prohibited. Although 10 years later, you kind of get used to it. So I would advise you to start thinking like the 15-year-old rather than the 35-year-old. I won't ask your age. Spend time talking to your market, the interns, because they are the ones changing human behavior. And if you're 15 now, there's a good chance that the job you get when you leave school won't have been invented yet. Because the pace of acceleration is scary if you're scared, but exciting if you see opportunities. So even while I've been standing here, this is what's been happening on social media. You're not going to read all those 13 billion emails. Thank you.